I think we're live, Shayla Black.
I think we're live. Hi, everybody.
Happy Wine
Wicked
Wednesday. I
Wednesday.
keep losing track of what
You
the fudge
do.
we're calling this thing
Well-
anymore. I'm going to fix this thing real quick. There we go.
There's
That's better.
nothing wrong with it.
That's better.
Him silly. Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday night. I hope that you are doing well, wherever you are, whatever you're doing.
It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, Shayla Black.
Is it?
We are back in the safe confines of the Shayla Black studios.
We are, but I have to
Let me tell you something. It got a little freaky last week.
It did.
We were transported to Studio H for Halloween.
We were.
Now we're back in Studio A, the Shayla Black studios.
That's
and we're
right.
Very happy to be here.
Hi, Nikki Ann. There's a Facebook user. Hi, I can't see your name. You have to give StreamYard permission if you want us to see your name. Hi, Louise, and another Facebook user.
Hello.
Hi, Virginia. How are you? Hey, Lisa. How are you doing? Hi, Sharon.
Lisa Adams.
What's going on, you guys? Hi, Regina. Hey, Kelly.
I'm still jet lagged from Vegas.
Somebody said they love to see us in Vegas. You're a Facebook user to us, but hi. Hi, Jules.
I am jet lagged from Vegas. Can I just say that?
Hi,
I am
Krista.
still trying
Hey,
to wake up.
Tracy. Hi, Renee and Robin and Dana. And there's Eve. Beautiful people back. Hey, Evita. Another Facebook user. I am going to talk about my toe. Hi, Wendy.
Oh, and we have stories about the toe.
Hi, Kathy. How are you guys doing?
Her little knee scooter's sitting in there.
It is. It is. So I want to welcome everybody to our More Than Desire You edition of Wicked Wednesday. Do you have anything to say about that, William?
No, don't.
No, you don't?
No, don't.
I hope that, so as a lot of you know, More Than Desire You came out yesterday. I hope
It came out on Monday for people that purchased it through the ShaylaBlack.com store. That's correct.
Hi, Judith. Hi, Laura. So I'm hoping that you guys, hey, Allison, and there's another Facebook. There's a lot of Facebook users today. StreamYard may have, if you've given permission, the packs that may have
I think you always have to give it permission.
Oh, do you have every time?
A new
okay.
Thing. Yeah. It sucks.
Thank you, Nicole. Hi, Fong. Yeah, I did survive Planet Hollywood. We'll talk about that. It was interesting. So I hope that you guys have, had a chance to look over the newsletter, which went out this morning. And
that newsletter had a ton of crap in it.
No, it didn't.
I mean, a ton of stuff in it.
It had a long excerpt.
Not crap, but it had a lot of stuff.
It had a long excerpt. See, all he does is scroll.
See, there's Nikki Ann. Amazon is still holding my review hostage. Quite irritating.
I'm sorry, Nikki Ann.
That sucks,
blows.
Nikki Ann.
We did get to see Eve. We spent some time with Eve, so yay.
We got to spend a lot of time with a lot of people.
We did.
Nancy,
was really
I don't
awesome.
know if Nancy is here. We got a great picture with Nancy.
We did.
I love that picture
Thank
with
you,
Nancy.
Nancy. That was a fantastic, and I appreciated you coming over to see us and spend some time with us. That was super sweet. It was a really interesting room, so I was happy to and it was like tight in there. It was really tight. So when I got to see people that I knew, I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, somebody I know.
We're going to talk about Vegas here in a little bit, but it was so great to see people again. I mean,
yeah.
We were just at Book Bonanza, and then we were at Readers on the River in Kentucky. But it was awesome seeing folks. And Eve, by the way.
And Eve, yes. Always Eve. So I'm so glad that Oh, Kelly's here. Kelly's here. Hi, Kelly.
Kelly in the house.
How are you, my dear? I'm glad that you guys are here with us. It's so funny because I was watching another author's TikToks today. And I'm like,
well, I thought you were supposed to be writing a book.
I was actually working on 2. Thank you for asking.
TikToking. Okay. Gotcha.
No, I looked. I didn't actually do anything.
As I call it, the tickety talk.
Are you done?
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, some people are so good at talking about their own books. And then there's me. I'm like, hi, I wrote a book, and
I do a better job
a guy
than you do.
And there's a girl, and there's some hot, sexy times, and I hope you try it because I suck at talking about
I do
my
a
own
better
books.
job pimping your books than you do.
I know.
Because I set them up for the sale, and then you're supposed to close them, but you fail.
I fail.
I pitch them, and you got to close the sale.
I know, because I'm just always like, I'm told it's good. I've been writing a long time.
Real quickly, can we get the elephant out of the room real quick?
Which elephant is that?
My shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I've worn this shirt before, but I haven't told you guys the background of it. So yes, my shirt.
I'm talking about More Than Desire.
No, it's the elephant in the room.
It is not.
I'm a leader, not a follower. Unless it's a dark place, then screw it. You're going first. Okay. This is really my ode to Shannon Hunt. Okay. So yes, I will lead, but if the zombies come after us, yes, I will trip you and keep moving. So there you go.
He probably would.
There you go.
Especially Shannon.
I tried to get her to go at the haunted house at Halloween Horror Nights in front of me. Because again, but screw it, you're going first. It didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
She was like,
she pushed you
right behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, no. And then everything she tried, we talked about doing in Vegas, she tried to get you to do because she couldn't do it.
She and I were going to go see the zombie burlesque show together.
Uh-huh.
I so wanted to go to that, but
how did that work out?
The zombies need love too. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The girls work hard.
I know.
The zombie girls work hard.
Thank you, Kathy. That is very sweet. She says Xavian is even giving 1 mile a serious run for her heart.
Those of you that have ordered the print book, they are still on their way, and Amazon is still kind of being iffy with me on when they're going to get here. So as soon as I get them, I will turn them around and back out to you. Shayla and I are not going anywhere the rest of this year, so our asses will be planted here and waiting for those books.
Yep.
But thank you for your pre-orders for the ebooks and for the print books. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Just click. Thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate you guys. This was, I have to tell you, so every time I sit down to write a book, I think I've said this, every time I sit down to write a book, I ask myself, like, how can I challenge myself? What can I do different than anything I've ever done before?
Write short.
Oh, my hand slipped.
What? I'm telling you the truth. I'm speaking truth.
No.
Hashtag truth.
Does anybody want me to write shorter? Just show of hands real quick. Anybody?
Shorter means more. Okay. I'm just saying.
No, it does not. So I had a friend who was using a different plotting model. So for those of you that don't know, like, there's a lot of different ways. There's this 3X structure. There's a hero's journey. There's a lover's journey. There's all these different plotting models, W plots. I could go on. Literally, there's like dozens of plotting models. And I think I have used almost all of them. And then somebody introduced me to another one. And I was like, sweet, I'm going to try this one because why not? Like, it's something new. It's something different. And it's interesting because every plotting model kind of makes you focus on something slightly different. So it's kind of fun. Kelly, I saw that on
Kelly, I have no idea what you're talking about. But boy, do we have some Vegas scoop talking about size here.
Yeah.
In just a little bit. So just
I know what I need. Where's my bouquet?
Your micros?
Yes.
All right, I'll get baby to bring it.
Yes, that's what we need.
I can't get up from here because I'm locked in.
No, I know. Here, see, this is why would anybody want shorter? That's bad for anything except a dental appointment. See, I 100% agree with that.
Can you bring me the bouquet?
The little bouquet that Wonder brought me? Yes, you did. It's the colorful thing.
I just texted you.
You'll know.
And it misspelled the last word.
So anyway, I tried something new this time, and it's like I said, it's interesting because every plotting model almost has you, I don't want to say focus on something different, because you're always focusing on, a growing relationship between the hero and the heroine and whatever, and getting people to have character growth and all of that kind of.
I was thinking you were saying flowers.
And so this made me really think about their journey as people. And it's so interesting because, for those of you who have read Read Family Reckoning before, More Than Desire You is the newest book in the Read Family Reckoning series. And for those of you who have read this series, you know that most of these books are told from the hero's point of view.
Right.
So here I am, mostly in Xavier's head, but then like there's these times Corinne is jumping in going, but wait a minute, I have something to say and I need to do something different, and there are things and you just don't know. And so it was kind of really a fun experience to be able to, even though you only really saw what he was thinking, she was there all the time going, but I like when I finally got a chance to give her the point of view, she was like, oh dear God, thank you already. Dear God, let me talk. It was just so funny. She was like, and now I have a million things to say. And I was like, okay, okay, good to know. She just, and then she went, I was like, okay, that's cool. That's what, why are you staring at me like that?
I'm staring at your hair. How it's just brushing your lovely skin.
Okay.
You got some compliments on your skin.
Well, from Nancy.
From Nancy.
But thank you.
You're looking mighty fine tonight, Shayla Black.
Well,
just mighty fine. Yes.
Thank you, dear.
Here, catch.
No, I need something. Kathy, if I could send you Xavier, I would, dear. But he's a little tied up with Corinne these days. So I appreciate you guys. I hope that you'll, if you haven't read More Than Desire You, that you will.
Don't forget, on the Read Family Reckoning, if you've not started, those of you that are new to the broadcast or new to Shayla Black, More Than Want You, book 1 is free right now. More Than Dare You, book 6 is free for just like, not too much longer. And again, More Than Desire You just released today or yesterday, but these books can all be read standalone, but it's an entire family saga that it's an awesome series. So I hope you guys have a chance to check it out.
It's, I now that I am further into this series, I get such a chance to, and the part that I've been looking forward to for a while, and I had to get there, was the family interaction. And some of you have written to me telling me how much
we see you, Susan.
We see you. How much you're enjoying the family interaction. And so that makes me incredibly happy. If you have the verified version of the book, you will see a little something in the back about what might be coming next. So if you haven't seen that, go look for it. And if you have, I hope you like the title as much as I do. Just saying.
I know.
No.
I can be bribed. I keep saying.
Yeah, you probably could.
But no, very successful launch. Congratulations, baby.
Thank you.
And I know you worked hard on it.
I did.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
And pain.
Right.
So give you guys an up. Can we shift gears?
Do it.
So let's shift gears. You guys know we just got back from Love in Vegas, the event in the Las Vegas last weekend. And just before we left, old Swifty over here broke her toe. And we were kind of hedging our bets, wondering, should we be going? Should we not? This one powered through, and we went after, about 2 or 3 days of really convalescing her foot. And I ordered her a wonderful, beautiful knee scooter for us to take with us. Pink in color, by the way.
Yes.
Many of you may have seen those pictures, but it's pink because that's one of her favorite colors.
Yes.
And she was styling through the airport. A little frustrating in the Dallas airport getting through there. Vegas was a breeze, but
yeah, I can see you, Jan.
But we got her there, and you actually did really well. The first 2 days you had to be on the scooter.
Yeah.
Which was frustrating for you because I'm sorry, when you push on a scooter, your hips don't like it. Your knees not liking it. It's just not a lot of fun.
Well, and I think the other problem was when you can walk everywhere, you don't realize how many things aren't as accessible as you would like.
How many things you take for granted?
So many things you take for granted. Stairs everywhere. And I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. I mean, you have to go way out of your way for an elevator, which I get it.
And
but
they've built these scooters smartly, right? The turning radius is not great because if it's too much, you'll tilt over on it, right?
Right.
So it's a very short turning rate or small turning radius. but it's not very convenient when you're trying to make a sharp turn. So bottom line is, I think you did really well with it. After about a day and a half, Shayla said, you know what, I'm going to try this just walking. And she was able to walk and hold on to my arm all the time.
Yeah.
And support her and just go a little slower. And actually you did really well.
Louise asked me if the people in the airport helped me. You know, they offered to, but they had their little standard wheelchair and I had my scooter. And if I hadn't actually stayed on the scooter, we already had like hands full and he would have had to have dragged the scooter behind him somehow. And I was like, listen, I'm just determined. I'm going to get as far with this silly thing as I can. So I did it all the way down to just before I got on the plane. And then we like gate checked the scooter. On the way down, the flight attendants were super sweet. And they were like, do you need help? Is there anything I can do? Like, they were incredibly kind. On the way back, I don't think they were as aware of what was going on.
You weren't on the
well,
scooter.
I was.
Well, no, I checked it at the beginning.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I felt like the frustrating thing for me, I think, was the number of people who would see you coming and just step in front of you anyway. And I'm like, listen, I have momentum going here. Like if I run you over, it's because you're dumb and you stepped right in front of me.
I'll say this. There were some people that were really nice, but some people starting to become a little bit of a narcissistic type environment in the airport. It's the looking out for myself at the airport.
Yeah.
And it wasn't always a lot of fun. So which is when I told you get behind me.
Yeah.
And I'll run interference because no one's getting by me and you can just follow right behind me. And that worked out pretty well. But
yeah. And then the other people that cracked me up were the people so busy looking at their phones. Like I 100% get now how people could step off a cliff or like do something stupid. They're so busy in their phones, like literally. And then I would be like, excuse me. And they would look at me blankly for a second and be like, oh, like, yeah. I almost ran you over.
It's amazing. It just takes you to another place when you're
Nikki Ann has it right. You just can't.
No, Nikki Ann, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, you know what? That's
until I get involved and say move.
That's right. Yeah, move. No one hardly gives a shit. It's really frustrating. So anyway,
but we had some adventures in Vegas.
We had adventures.
We have so much to tell you guys about the adventures. So let's start. Where do we start? Well, okay. Number one, Shannon Hunt, the great Shannon Hunt, joined us in Vegas.
She did.
Even though she's a little ailing right now. She joined us there and we had the best time with her. It was cool to have 3/4 of Team Black together. We'd love to have had Rachel there as well. We talked to her today about that. But we had a great time with Shannon. We ate well, didn't we, Shayla Black?
We did. Oh my gosh.
We ate tremendously. Let me back up a second. We stayed at the haunted Planet Hollywood.
Which, you know what? I will give props wherever we were. I was aware that we were not completely alone, but it wasn't creepy like it had been in the past.
It was not creepy. Planet Hollywood is just a shit hotel. I'm sorry. It's just a shit hotel. And it's just a crappy hotel. And I'm disappointed.
It's the half-assery that bothers me.
It's the half-assery and it's just not well kept up. I'm sorry. It's not. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I was talking to Ellie or saw a note that they're looking at moving the venue.
She told me that
for the next year.
A couple of months ago. Not next year, the year after.
And a lot of people were chiming in with their suggestions, but of course she's got to work the contract for herself.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Planet Hollywood, it was okay, but it was not a place I'll stay at again. Let's put it that way.
I when we walked out, in fact, the thing I said when we walked out is I'm so happy that I've spent my last night at Planet Hollywood.
Jan, this is my biggest issue with any hotel. Was it clean? It was okay. It wasn't fantastic. It really wasn't. So, and the sheets were
scratchy.
Just not for what we were paying. Not the best.
Well, and then we tried to warn the hotel sketch.
Well, last time we went to Love in Vegas, we all stayed at the Cosmo.
Right.
You and I stayed at the Cosmo, Cosmopolitan and had a nice stay there and walked across. Well, I'm glad we didn't.
I'm glad
this
we
time
didn't. I couldn't have done
this
it.
one couldn't have done it.
Mm-mm.
But we made the most of it. Got to hang with our friends.
Yeah.
So that was the most awesome part. But I will say this: we made up for the hotel with the food extravaganza.
We did.
And we started off the food extravaganza. What did we do that first night, Shayla Black? We went to the Strip Steakhouse there at Planet Hollywood.
Right.
Now, you had been to the Strip Steakhouse at Planet Hollywood several years ago. I haven't been there.
Yes. Shannon and I had both been there before.
So Shannon, Eve, Candrace, myself, and Mrs. Black. And it was a good dinner. But it could have been
not compared to what it was. And that was the disappointing thing. Shannon and I probably had this conversation like 3 times. When we went a few years ago with Jenna and Sean Jacob and a few other people, the food was outstanding. The macaroni and cheese was orgasmic. Like, that stuff was awesome. The desserts were divine. Like, everything was so good. And this time I was like, it's not bad. It's just not fantastic.
And back to Shannon real quick. Yeah, Shannon saved us on the pillows.
She did.
So thank you, Shannon.
We asked, the 2 of us were supposed to use 3 tiny pillows. And I was like, that's not going to work.
I know the bed sucked. Eve was in the middle. So we had no room, did we, Eve? And then Nancy, you're right. They never cleaned. They came one time to clean the room when they said they weren't coming. And never came again. And then I had to
ask every day.
I had to call and ask for clean towels.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm done. There's too many other nice places to stay at to spend my money.
Yeah, Eve's right. It's funny because I'm always the person, always ask my family anytime we go anywhere.
Her steak is
overdone every single time. And even if I order it, I can order it rare, meaning like just throw it on there for like 30 seconds and give it to me. Always overdone. Always.
The steak could have used some butter. Let's put it this way. It was dry.
It was dry.
And if you're cooking a fillet, I'm sorry, you get some butter and you baste it in the butter as you're finishing it off. But obviously that wasn't done. But you know what? It was cool to hang with the peeps.
Eve says you hog the covers, but I'm a cuddler.
Well, Eve, I'm a snorer, and you reminded me of that all through the night. So anyway, but you thanked me later. Anyway, are we going to fill out a form and let them know? Not worth my time, Kelly.
I'm pretty sure they've heard all this and they just don't care.
They have more business than they can shake a stick at. And I'll say this, the check-in process, when we came in, there's nobody to help you.
No, it's all kiosks.
Automated kiosks. If you have any issues, God bless you. You're going to be in trouble. So
yeah,
I don't want this to be a bitch fest, but I'll say this: Planet Hollywood was not my favorite.
No. So anyway, we went. We were there kind of late-ish, and they were super nice about the fact that my steak was overdone, and they brought us warm potatoes and all of this other kind of stuff. But
dessert was good.
Dessert was good. But at that point I was just like, oh, the macaroni and cheese is, I don't know what y'all did to this, but this is not.
How often do we get to have dinner with friends?
No, that's true.
And we just enjoy each other's company. And Eve, by the way.
So,
and Shannon, sorry. I don't want to leave you out, Shannon. Yeah. It was nice having you there too.
It was. It's always good to see.
It was awesome.
Miss Shannon. Awesome. So then we went Friday, and I've seen a couple people ask, how was lunch at Hell's Kitchen?
Well, hang on. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We had breakfast the next morning at Cafe America down there, right?
No, it's Cafe Hollywood.
Cafe Hollywood. And that was really good.
You liked it more than I did.
Shannon and I, every night after we got back from whatever extravaganza, she and I would go out and we'd get our
decaf coffee.
Well, I get my decaf, she get a latte.
And by then I was just like, I want off my
She and I
so
go
bad.
out and get some coffees and get into a little trouble.
With the slot machines.
And then make our way back. But then, you're right. The next day we had breakfast there and then Hell's Kitchen for lunch.
Yes.
And it was Shannon, Shayla, and I.
Oh my gosh. See? Now you pissed her off.
We're going to talk about the chunky bars. I got them right here.
Hi, Gene.
Oh, it's the Shannon. Sorry. Yes, right.
Yes.
The Shannon. See, why do I have 5 nicknames? Where's your nickname, Shannon? Oh, that's right. I can't do that. That's sexist if I do that. She
says Shannon Marie.
Shannon Marie. Shannon Dawn Marie. But then we went to Hell's Kitchen, and thank God I had reservations.
You're
because
welcome,
they
Susan.
were balls to the wall busy.
Oh my gosh.
So this one here did the walk down to Caesars.
I did.
And I was very, very proud of her. We took our time, and you did fine.
I did.
You did good. And right, it's right just next to Absinthe. If you guys have ever been there, the show Absinthe.
It's in Caesars, Gene. It was
Right.
Yeah, it's on the strip in Caesars.
So it's just a long block down, basically.
Oh, it's more than a block. It's a couple of overpasses, and it's about a 15-minute walk from Planet Hollywood.
It was awesome.
It was
awesome.
amazing.
And you guys saw some pictures we posted, but they have I couldn't get us in for dinner. I'm kind of glad we did. We did lunch, and that was fine. But they have Shannon, how do I call it? The prefix menu. And I'm sure that's the France talk.
The France talk.
But it was like you could get the seared scallops for an appetizer or a salad. Screw the salad. You got to have seared scallops.
Yes.
Beef Wellington. Of course, we were going to do that.
Yes.
With the fixins. And then we had sticky toffee pudding for dessert. And I'll speak for Shannon, Shayla, and myself. Everything was perfect. We couldn't just have those things, though.
No.
I also had to order a side of lobster risotto.
Best
Let me tell you something.
Ever. I don't even like lobster that much.
And I'll say this, it's orgasmic butter they must put in that
It
stuff.
is. It was just
so good.
But it wasn't just butter. It tasted like there was a little bit of Gruyere or something else in it. Like it was slightly cheesy. I don't even know. It was so good, you guys. It was so good.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, Shannon. But yeah, I think that
Hi, Viti.
I'm not even sure that'd be a down payment on a Team Black Jet.
Yeah,
anyway.
probably not. But the lobster risotto was amazing, and then he also ordered macaroni and cheese.
Oh, that's right, I did.
Which was no words.
I mean,
it was just so
I was
good.
so hoping it wasn't touristy hype, right? And it met expectations. It exceeded expectations, and the service was fantastic too.
Yeah,
and we were not rushed, and we had a nice time.
Yeah, it was good. It was really, really good. It was really worth it. And then what did we do for dinner that night? Like I'm blank.
What did we do for dinner?
Oh, that was our adventure.
Oh, okay. So you guys know Shayla and Shannon are good friends with a very good friend of all of ours, Wander. You guys know Wander? He is the photographer.
Wander Aguilar, the
photographer to the stars, basically.
So he photographed the images that I used for Zion Tess and for Trees and Layla in the last 4 books in the Wicked and Devoted series.
Where did we go to dinner that night before we did that adventure?
Yeah, hadn't we just been to dinner?
Where did we go to dinner?
I don't even remember.
Wasn't Brazilian.
No.
Was it steak again? No.
No.
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Shannon, where was it? Oh, it was.
It was the Chinese. That's
oh my
right.
God. Okay.
I'm like sitting here going, I would have gotten there, but I just didn't.
Okay. It was Asian fusion. So that night for dinner, we'll get back to Wander in a moment. Shannon said, you know what? I want us to have a treat. And we went to this place at the MGM called Hakkasan.
Hakkasan. It was so good.
Shannon has talked about this place ever since she went last year.
And she was like, if for no other reason,
earlier this year,
then
actually.
When you walk into this place, like visually, it's just stunning. And so they have this like barrel ceiling when you walk in that's just covered.
See if I have the picture
in
here.
Like floral. I don't even know how to put it. It's like a tunnel of flowers. It's just amazing.
There's the tunnel of flowers.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys can see that there. The tunnel of flowers going into the restaurant. It was beautiful.
It is.
It was
really, really
beautiful.
pretty. And so no, the food
I had some beautiful ladies with me too, so I was very fortunate.
The food was actually insanely good. It was so funny because y'all know that Asian food isn't typically
isn't your
my
go-to.
thing.
Isn't your go-to.
But we
So,
let Shannon order.
I of course could have ordered, but the ambiance inside was beautiful, and we were on a pretty quick timeline. But Shannon ordered everything from dim sum to duck faux gras on lettuce wraps to, I mean, everything that we
everything.
wanted. And Shayla Black loved we
Oh,
all loved
was so
every
good.
bite of what we ate.
Whatever drink I had a drink. It was the first drink on the drink menu called the Haka, and it was
Hold on. I got a picture of that too.
It was so incredibly good. I was just like kind of dumbfounded at how good this was. It was like
or no, I don't. I think Shannon's got
it. Yeah, the picture. But I was like, it's like it had coconut and pineapple, and
she was in love with this drink.
Oh, it was vodka, and
it hides the alcohol so well. She would have eaten drink 5. She really would have.
Yeah. Anyway,
pineapple lychee.
Yeah, that was it. Pineapple lychee. Lychee.
I think it's lychee.
Good. I mean, I was like trying not to drink it super fast because I was like, I need to make this drink last, and I don't want to have too much to drink because we were going places, and I was like, the last thing I need to be is like falling down drunk and fall on my toe again, and all the things. So
everything was amazing. The dim sum, you had shumai, the shrimp and pork shumai.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so just the dump. It was just lobster.
Oh, the duck. What was duck faux gras?
The duck faux gras on the lettuce wraps
so
were insane. Insanely good. The dim sum, I mean, the lobster and the crab and just it was insane. So Shannon, thank you. That was an amazing time.
It was so good.
Something not.
Yes, Eve. The vodka made it home.
Vodka, yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
So then that's why we were on kind of a tight timeline, because we got a call.
We did.
We got a call from Wander, and Wander said, "Hey, I have some tickets. You guys want to join us for a show?" And Shayla and Shannon looked at each other, and of course, I'm kind of tired. I'm like, maybe I should just go back to the room. They're like, no, we have to. We're invited. We should go have some fun.
We're gonna go have fun.
You know what? I'm in Vegas. Let's go do that, right? So we went. Little did I know, the show was Australian Thunder from Down Under.
Woo!
Apparently, guys, I just PG-13, NC-17 warning right now. So earmuffs. There were almost naked men in this show.
There were.
I was a good sport.
You were a good sport.
I had a nice time. The ladies were having a lovely time.
The one picture I was allowed to take. There you guys go.
And it was an interesting show. The gentlemen are somewhat very talented at what they do.
Somewhat very talented.
I think we can all agree I was still the most attractive man there.
Of course. Of course.
You know.
It was obvious.
And they did a few little numbers, right? Dancing and throwing their giblets around and all that jazz.
Giblets.
What is the thing about putting their hands down in their pants? I don't get that.
Oh, Jan, yes. Yes, they did.
Jan, these poor ladies that got pulled up on the thing and they pulled a bed out. Some of these ladies were contorted in such certain ways. I was worried about their hips.
And one of them was a woman who was probably, my age, maybe a little older. And I was like, her leg was up at this odd angle. I'm like, she gonna break something. That's gonna be bad. Like it was, wow. It was a lot. But they had.
Yeah, they had none that would fit me, Eve. I'm sure that was the problem.
They brought.
We're going to talk about that, Krista.
Yeah.
I'm being defamed, by the way.
No. So they brought these 3 ladies on stage to do a fake orgasm contest. And the woman who won was just hysterical. She sounded like she was, from somewhere way down south, and she just let it all hang out. It was the funniest thing.
Kathy, the table dances were constant. They were up. They had runways up and down the tables of everybody.
And they tell you, don't leave your drinks up here.
They were constantly doing that and putting hands on people, and apparently there were no complaints.
Here you go.
If that happened at a male strip club or a female strip, that would not happen.
Here you go.
Susan, I'll tell you what happened. And I heard it. Shannon heard it and Shayla heard it. And I thought I wouldn't put it past Wander and Andre for something like this. But I heard my name.
Oh, we did. And we were all like, oh,
I heard
my
name over the loudspeaker. And then the minute I heard it, my head dropped. And I'm trying to think, okay, be funny. Be funny. What can you do? Be funny. And don't, but they just let it go at that point. So I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either. But yeah. So then they had these 3 women on stage, and there was the funny one, and there was another girl who gave it a real good run. And then there was this other like younger girl. And it was her 21st birthday. And she's like, I can't do this. My mom and my aunt are right there. And they're like, honey, we'll turn around. You go for it. And she was like, I'm too sober for this.
And, Shannon has this look on her face. She's this delicate little flower. And you are a delicate flower till you get to know you, basically. But you're a delicate flower, and everyone looks at you as that. But they decided Shannon needed a little excitement in her life. So to make a long story short, Shannon had an up close
and personal
experience.
Very personal.
With something from down under. A barely covered something from down under. Now, and it lasted a good 10 seconds.
She was not a happy camper.
When she came out, she looked like she needed a nap. I'm just saying. And then she immediately looked at me and just stared me down and said, you let this happen. You didn't save me. You didn't get in front of me. I said, trust me, I'm not getting in front of you for that. No, there's many things I'll take for you, but not that. And I think you're much more equipped to do that than I am. I don't know, but
here you go. Jan has a new name for you. So poor Shannon was like, and I watched her from across the table. We were actually across the table, so we couldn't reach her hardly anyway.
Shannon, I was going to jump over the table, but I would have hurt poor Shayla. It's a terrible.
It's all about me. But in the meantime, at first she was like trying to hide her face, and then she was like, wait a minute, hold it.
That never works when you try to hide.
Somebody may think that like I'm actually digging this. So she tried to move her hands like, no, I'm not touching anything.
Hold on. As they were in Congress, okay, I do vividly remember Shannon's hands coming around the back and pulling in.
They did not.
No, it didn't.
No,
happen
they
like
did
that?
not.
Okay, all right.
They did not. Nice try.
Perhaps I did not see it correctly.
You did not. But Shannon and I also did get photographic evidence of having met all of them.
Oh, where's the photograph?
I don't know. It's around the house someplace.
We'll post it on. We'll post it in the beauties next couple days.
Yeah. So, and then and the truth is, Wonder thought it would be just hysterically funny, so he kept pointing at Shannon like, she needs this. And she was like, I'm going to kill all of you.
My hands were coming around to try to reach across the table and hug Charlie. If you could have got your hands around my neck, I have a feeling that would have happened.
Yes. Probably so. It was a fun show. Everybody had a great time. Yes.
It was fun.
It was fun.
I'll say this. You know what? If you're a guy and you go to these things, just go with the flow. Okay. There were a couple guys there, maybe 2 or 3. They were just like this.
They were so unhappy.
I'm like, don't be an asshole. Just be there for your folks and just enjoy yourself. It pissed me off. Then there were a couple of guys behind me with their dates or wives, and they were having a good time too. They were just
sitting there drinking, and the music was good. The MC was kind of funny. Like, there was a lot of things to like about it. It was high energy. Like, people in the room were having a good time. There were bachelorette parties and 21st birthdays, and there was a divorce party that I saw on my way out.
So let's just be clear. I did something that I never, ever thought I would ever do.
Ever.
Go to a show like that.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
We had a good time. And Wonder, being the sport that he is, actually, I have to thank him. First of all, they invited us to the show, which was fantastic.
Awesome.
And he also, I had left my ibuprofen in my room, and we were way away from the hotel. And when they called, I knew that they, I had been told that they had some ibuprofen handy and they would bring me some. And I was like, that's fantastic. If you just, bring me a couple, that would be great. They actually went out and got me some. And I was like, I just needed to borrow a couple, but thank you. That was incredibly sweet.
That was awesome.
And then he also brought me something.
He brought her
lovely.
A bouquet.
A bouquet.
And when I saw it, he pulled it out of his thing. It's like,
oh, that's
how
really
sweet.
nice. And then
I
I
looked a little
it.
closer.
Yeah.
And micro penises.
Micro penises.
A bouquet of micro penises.
Yes.
Now,
I'm going to give you the pink one. How's that?
I'm not taking any of them. Now, just too small. So Shayla got that one. Shannon got something a little different.
Yes.
She got, I'll say, a man-sized version.
She did.
Of this. A single one.
Yes.
Fairly girthy one, by the way, too. And I think she got home with it.
I think she did, too.
Now, I have a photo of her with said device, or not device, but candy.
She said, I'll send you mine. It's much more impressive.
Shannon, it looked kind of average to me, honestly. It looked kind of average. But I'm not going to share that photo here because it's a little intimate, so I don't want to embarrass her.
Christmas gift for William.
It was rainbow colored.
It was.
It was candy, but it was girthy. I'll say that.
Yes, Jean, that is pretty much, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. But overall, we had such a really good time with them. It was just fantastic. And then they came around the next day during the signing and visited us. And I know I got to see several of you. I also got to catch up with Victoria Blue and Angel Payne.
Oh, hang on before you go there.
Helen Hart.
I got some more photos. People. So there's Shayla with the drink at Hakkasan. She looks so pretty. And I have another picture from the event, because Kim Grosso was there with us as well.
Yes.
I'll try not to do the one with the with the device in it. Hang on, what does it say?
No one is safe from Charlie. # blackmail material.
Charlie. Oh, Charlie.
What did you take picture? Okay.
Oh, there. I'm trying not to get one with the thing in it. So it was cute.
It was cute.
Hanging out with Kim too was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Kim's a lot of fun.
So we had a good time. Like I said, the event was great to see so many people and, just get a chance to be in the book community again.
And Gene Wander photographs a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
So that's how he has a contact.
So he knows. He was telling me he's been to, every show multiple times, and that's one way he trolls for people to photograph.
Don't make me show the photo, Shannon. Don't make me show the photo.
Oh my gosh. And then on Saturday night, we went out and had Brazilian steakhouse, which was yummy.
We did.
Yes.
We did. Here's a great photo from the event.
Oh, that is a good photo.
Shannon and I. Then we had the event.
Yeah.
And we had a great time. I've got a lot of pictures, so I'll be posting those. Actually, Shayla will be posting those on Friday.
Yep.
So looking forward to sharing.
They're just on his camera.
They're all on my phone. Trying to think if there's anything else of uniqueness on here.
You should post some of the food too, for not everybody saw it. Food.
And you guys all saw this picture of Shan. It's so cool. It's so cool. I said, Shannon, get in there. So when we got the table set up, so it was a good event. I'll say it was a little crowded, a little disjointed, I think, because some of the lines were queuing up on the edges and some of the aisles were blocked off. And I think some folks were having trouble getting around, but I guess
the map had been changed a couple of times. I had a lot of people, come around and be like, oh my gosh, I had no idea where you were.
But again, I think overall, I'm glad we went.
Yeah.
I'm enjoyed getting to see everybody, getting to enjoy a lot of the fun that we had, and it was a great trip.
It was.
It's good to get home though.
I was ready. Most of you know I've been gone the better part of a month. And so that was my last trip of my long traveling jag. And so now I'm home until February, and I'm super excited to just like settle in. I'm working super hard on a couple of projects right now. We have so much happening. You guys wouldn't even believe it.
So I want to give a shout out to Eve for all the wonderful things that she brought us.
One of the brightest spots was getting the time to spend with Eve. And you guys, she's as funny in person as she is here. And she's just incredibly sweet on top of it. Thank you, Eve. It really kind of, you knew I was not in a super happy place, especially the day we got there. Like I was hurting. Everything was just, I was tired. And I felt disjointed, and you know how much I hate the hotel. And Eve was there to bring a smile to my face.
Yeah, Fong, it was awesome. And Eve brought us, I guess I have to share a couple of things that Eve brought us. Okay.
Yes.
One was a beautiful bottle of Ciroc that came home in my suitcase. We didn't open it up while we were there. So Eve, you know the way to our heart. Eve also knows the way to my heart. She went to 4 or 5 different places to find this for me and brought it for me. You guys remember my chunky bars that I love? She brought me 4 or 5 of these, and I think there's maybe 2 left now. Shh, don't tell anybody.
She brought me more of these, you guys. This might be the best thing ever. And she's the only person who can seem to find these. I have looked. I'm like hoarding these because they're so fantastic. They're the Milky Way fudge bars. Like, holy schmoly, these are good.
And Eve remembered,
not that I need them.
Eve remembered that she'd sent me a teakwood candle at one point, and she remembered I love that smell. She brought me, buddy. You know, I'm not very vain. Well, yeah, maybe I am, but I'm a shower gel kind of guy. And she brought me from Bath and Body Works the teakwood shower gel, so now I can smell like a real boy.
That's right.
And I love this, and I can't wait to try it.
She also gave me, she's like, you need to chill out some. And I was like, what, me? But she brought me lavender sandalwood aromatherapy, also from Bath and Body Works, the bath gel and the matching lotion. You guys, this smells like these are scents I both like. So I'm going to be so excited. I was almost to the end of the shower gel I was using. So as soon as that's up, I'm going to be breaking into this sucker because I often actually do shower at night. So if this would like help me unwind, like I would be in favor of that.
We couldn't bring everything into the office here tonight.
My desk is so crowded, you guys.
We wanted to share a few things, but Eve, thank you for being there, and thank you for being such a good friend.
We appreciate you so much. It was so awesome to see you.
You're awesome. When I take my shower with my teakwood, I'll be thinking of you.
That came out wrong.
Okay, sorry. She even brought us mixed drinks.
She did. Yes. Oh, the caramel apple suckers were amazing. There you go.
Skills were lacking. Damn, she is just being vicious.
She's on it.
She is vicious.
She's on it. I know.
See, she's all brave when she's not in front of me. Right? Because she knows she gets it back from me. When she's about 3,000 miles away, she gets all brave. You know, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not that tough, Shannon. You're not.
Oh my
you're
gosh.
not that tough.
Oh my gosh.
Well, so, yeah, you are tough. So.
I wanted to talk a little bit more about. I actually planned some things, and this is the part you have to take your glasses off because we have a couple of fun things to do.
Okay. Well, first of all, can we talk about Halloween for just a second before we jump into
that? All right.
Okay. I don't know about you guys, but Halloween was a bust for us.
Again.
We forgot to we're getting back Sunday. Halloween was Monday. We had no candy.
Yeah.
Walmart was out. I went to Kroger. Kroger was almost out, and I grabbed everything I could, thinking I've just got to get enough to get through. And I told Baby, I said, okay, you're going to give one candy, and I had some
Tootsie Pop suckers.
Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pops. I said, you're going to give one of each to everybody. We're going to conserve. Well, after the night was over, I've still got all this left over.
And this is after we've been picking at it for a day and a half mind you.
Had less than 10 people come to the door.
Told you.
So anyway, I got to find a place to bury that stuff. So
yeah, I see. And everybody else is like, we had so many kids, and I'm like, we used to have so many kids, but I feel like what's happened is, we've lived here long enough, and most of our neighbors have lived here long enough. All the kids have grown up. We had some next door neighbors that had
Right.
3 little kids. They just moved out a couple weeks before Halloween because they wanted a bigger house, and they wanted a house with, or a neighborhood with more kids, because we just don't have any here anymore. And used to, some neighborhoods would come to our neighborhood because we're a whole neighborhood of cul-de-sacs. So they would turn their kids loose on the cul-de-sacs, and the moms would be like, well, you probably won't get run over, so go here.
Yeah, do it. Okay.
But they don't even seem to do that anymore. So we don't know what the heck is happening.
I think Halloween as we know it is over, Shayla Black.
Well, for us, but
Tracy,
other people are getting them.
I saw Tracy Albert said she ordered some of those caramel apple pops from Amazon.
Yes.
And another shout out to Silly Vamp.
Silly.
She's already gone into the candy corn. We were into that last night.
I was into that on Halloween night.
And we took a bunch of those caramel apple pops to Vegas and shared them with our friends, and everyone loved them. Thank you again, Silly, as well. You're the bomb.
Yeah. It's so awesome. She sent us and so I'm looking forward to, we have all the candy corn and the pumpkins, and I like all that stuff.
I love it.
And it
loves me.
Yeah, well, I don't need it, but I do enjoy it. So we will be probably grazing on that between now and Thanksgiving, and whatever's left we'll share with all of his family when they come.
Oh, I'm saving it so they all get here. It'll be gone. It'll be gone.
I know, right?
Better
it will be. So yeah, that was lovely. And thank you again, Silly.
Yes. So back to your point.
Okay.
So glasses are off.
Glasses are off. Because I wrote some things on an agenda without talking to him first. And if he takes his glasses off, he can't read.
I can't see anything right now.
You don't need to.
Because I choose not to see.
Okay.
If I wanted to, I could.
Oops, wrong document. There we go. Okay.
Okay, got it.
So I wanted,
like a virgin.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I wanted to talk a little bit more about More Than Desire You, because a lot of you, I know, I'm finding out, let's put it that way, tell me that you watch later, that you're, especially on YouTube, that you're new to my books, and you know, I'm talking a lot, but I'm not explaining things fully. So my apologies. So More Than Desire You is technically book 8 in the Read Family Reckoning series. As he said, book 1, More Than Want You, and book 6, More Than Dare You, are currently free. They can be read as standalones. You can read in any order. A lot of people prefer to read in order. Totally get it. But you can do whatever your jam is, and that's fine. This book is, I wanted to do this book so much because when we met Xavier in More Than Pleasure You, no, More Than Possess You. Sorry, too many more thans. So I loved him, and everybody who was beta reading for me loved him too. And I was like, this man needs a book. This man desperately needs a book. And I was like, I want to throw so many of my favorite tropes in here. These are things I just live to write. I get so super excited about things like enemies to lovers and forbidden love. I had been wanting for the longest time to write a fake engagement. And I wanted to do it a certain way because I've seen it done before. Obviously, everyone has, but I had never done one. And I had always told myself if I was going to do one, then I was going to do it in a way that it's what I wanted it to be, because I want to enjoy this too. So it's a fake engagement with benefits, which that's exactly what I wanted. It's opposites attract. It's a revenge book. You guys don't even know how much I love to write revenge books.
Because you're vindictive, Shayla.
I don't know. It's like I can do all the things in a book that I wouldn't do in real life. But I love a good revenge book. So putting all of these elements together was just, it was so mind-blowingly fun. And especially when I put down my, kind of good girl heroine in the middle of this, she was like, she knew she needed independence, and she knew she needed to take a stand against like a heavy-handed brother. And she was like, so wanting to make nice and be polite and like try to have everybody kumbaya, and it's like it's not happening. And so I had so much fun with this, and I think it was good to watch her grow as a person. Xavier was always Xavier, super assertive, aggressive, like has no problem telling you what his opinion is and why he thinks it, and taking over a situation and dominating a conversation and all of the things that Xavier does. But it was fun to watch him be different with and for her. And that was one of the awesome things about like getting a ringside seat with these two, and just the way he realized his entire thought process about her was different. For pretty much the first time in his life, it was like, other than his family, it wasn't, and his really good friends, it wasn't like, I'm going to take advantage of the situation and do, get the most out of it for me. He was almost immediately realizing that she was in way over her head and trying to make sure that she didn't free fall someplace. And he, like, I had so much, not just fun, like I got so much satisfaction out of watching the two of them fall in love. So I hope that, thank you. I see, that's what I love too, is their chemistry. She was just not his usual, and that was exactly what he needed. It was so funny because when I started writing this book, I was like, well, in a perfect world, it would be kind of nice if, Parker and Xavier could be friends again. And I got about a third of the way through this book, and I was like, nope, they might be civil, but that is they're never going to be like super awesomely bestie. Like, that's not going to happen. So, thank you, Nikki Ann. I actually really enjoy, now that I'm deep enough into the series and they are a family behaving as a family. I'm so much enjoying the interactions between all the siblings. And I saw somebody earlier say you'd love to see a Reed woman. I actually have two of them. So if you haven't read More Than Love You, which is about Harlow, and More Than Tempt You, which is about Bethany.
There you go.
You always had the overprotective brother growing up. Yes. Yeah, exactly. But Parker just took it like a step 35 too much. And it's funny because if you have that person in your life who is convinced, no matter what, that they are right, and their form of arguing is, I'm right, you're wrong, end of conversation, the frustration, the brick wall of trying to talk to this person. And so I really, and especially if you're the person who's always like trying to make nice and trying to get everybody to get along, and you just want a harmonious family environment, and you like everybody to just, kumbaya, right? And he wasn't having it. And at that point, Xavier wasn't having it either. It was so much, so enlightening to just kind of get in the middle of all of this and be involved in their emotions. And I had the best time. So I meant to a couple weeks ago share, you still have your glasses on.
I know, I can't see anything.
You don't need to see anything. I'm telling you, you don't need to see anything right now, because I'm getting ready to involve you. You guys don't want to miss this.
Hold on, my hair's in my eyes.
Oh my gosh. It's that those types essentially need to be right instead of what the other person needs. They don't listen. 100%. Can't even 100%. Yes.
I listen.
I'm not talking about you.
Oh, okay.
Today. Yeah. I meant to share this a couple weeks ago. I never know exactly what the playlist for any of these books is going to be until I'm done. Because you don't need to see.
I'll be all right. I already saw it.
No, you didn't.
I know what's going on.
So rotate around. Songs, I move them in, I move them out as they kind of work for me, work for the scene, all that kind of stuff. If you don't know, there is a playlist on Spotify. You can search for it, or you can get it from my website. If you guys haven't seen, I have teasers, I have excerpts, I have everything for every book on my website. But in the Read Family Reckoning series, I also have Spotify playlists. So this particular playlist is, what are you doing?
Nothing.
You're going to break my
Sending
stapler.
Morse code.
No, you're going to break my stapler. Is Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. It's Hawaiian Paradise by somebody I can't pronounce.
Al Kiola and his orchestra.
Thank you, Kiola. Okay, thank you. Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen. Breathe You In by Samantha James. Head Underwater by Bless You and Lost Boy. Looking for Your Love by Dallas K. Get Lucky, Daft Punk featuring Pharrell Williams and Nile Rodgers.
Who we saw live.
We did.
Nile
and Roar by Katy Perry.
Who waved at me at the concert.
You wish.
She did.
Good night, Nancy. So,
all right, Gene, I'll take the damn.
Thank you, Gene. Off. So, like I said, if you want to go give the playlist a listen, you can launch it on Spotify from my website, or you go search for it. I must have spent. There's a scene in there where I needed like dance music, but I needed specific dance music. You guys, I must have searched for 3 hours trying to find exactly the kind of dance music I wanted, looking for the right titles. It's that kind of thing that I enjoy doing. I think it adds to the ambiance of the book. And
you love doing the Spotify list.
I do. Yeah. And I feel like I said at the beginning of every Read Family book, I feel like if every movie has a soundtrack, why can't a book have a soundtrack? So, and because y'all know I am so musically, like, I'm so into music. I love it. I have it all the time.
Look who she's married to. Mr. Rock Band.
So anyway, I thought we'd have fun with William tonight.
Okay, baby, let's go.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm going to give you a line, and I know what Xavier says to this line, but you have to give me your best response to this line.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Sometimes I do, Jean. Sometimes I do. She asked me if I listen to the songs while I write. Yeah, a lot of times I do, actually, especially in a specific scene. It like helps me be in that moment with the characters.
So do I have to answer everything in what is?
No.
Okay.
No.
The form of a question?
So here's what you have to reply to.
Okay.
If you thought I moaned like that when I was nearing orgasm the last time you watched me eat, just wait.
I know a great place to get biscuits and gravy. Is that good?
No.
Shannon loves guys. I don't know if you know this.
It.
She loves biscuits and gravy. She's a Southern girl at heart. Just ask her.
She does not.
I tried to get her to eat some biscuits and gravy.
She was not having it.
She was not having it.
She was not having
Shannon didn't like something. I'm surprised.
There are things she doesn't like.
Did you like my response? Huh? Anyway,
biscuits and gravy.
Okay, what's next? Chop, chop. There's food here.
Chop. Okay. Well, here. Then we'll have some food, and then we'll come back to how would William answer.
Okay. All right. So we don't want to put it off any longer. We'll come back to the Q&A. But we thought we would try. We haven't done a taste test in a little while, so or did we do it last week? Yeah, we did do it. Ago. We did do it last week. But I found this at Sam's. It was on sale, so that made it even better. And there wasn't much out there, but you know what? Let's give it a try. It's Trix popcorn.
It's always some sort of popcorn.
How exciting is that, right? How exciting is Trix popcorn? So we're going to give this a try. This is what they call Trix popcorn with a fruit sweet glaze and made with a whole bunch of shit. So that's not good. Well, not that many ingredients.
I actually have a sexy playlist, Jean, that I will sometimes write to if I'm writing that kind of scene. I've had this song in rotation off and on before, but I have lots of songs. So
this is a product of the Canada.
Is
Kelly,
it?
This is a product of the Canada.
I did not know that. See, you learn something new every day.
All our friends in the Canada. Okay, so we're going to try this.
You learn something new all the time. I'm okay. This is a little sus to me, you guys, because I am not an uber fan of.
You guys remember when we tried this before with Krispy Kreme popcorn?
I'm not an uber fan of Trix.
Krispy Kreme popcorn was the bomb. I mean, it really was.
It was. But in fairness, I didn't like I'm not a big Krispy Kreme donut person, so I don't know. But this is it's a little sus.
Gene, those songs are all listed out on Shayla's.
No. She means my sexy playlist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? This is holding up to its fruity, sweet glaze smell.
Let me smell. Yeah, it does. It smells exactly like Trix. I can't argue with that.
See all the color in there? It's a diversity of color. All right. So here we go. You guys can see the are there Trix bits on here? No, this one's
some of them there are.
This one's naked.
Here.
Hang on. Here's one.
Yeah,
there's one with a Trix bit
there's one,
on it.
yeah, with some.
It looks a little sus to me, actually, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna go with a plain one and a Trix.
See, I think Trix cereal is gross too, Tracy. I'm gonna say that right up front. All right.
So this is Trix popcorn with a fruity, sweet glaze.
Yeah.
Going in.
Actually, that's impressive.
Not a fan.
Really?
Not a fan.
Oh, I would eat that.
Here, not a fan. It's too sweet for me.
Yeah.
The Krispy Kreme had a light glaze.
Yeah.
This is just not very good.
See, I like this more than the cereal, which is weird because it tastes like the cereal, but maybe it's adding it to the milk that doesn't work
I'm with
for me.
Eve.
I'm not sure.
I mean, cereal should be with milk, not popcorn. You could add milk to that; it would
could.
probably be better.
No, but that I have to birthday cake granola. Yeah, I have to agree with you, Kelly. I think Lucky Charms are some of the most disgusting things on the planet.
I used to eat Lucky. My two favorite cereals growing up: the Frosted Flakes.
Oh yeah,
and what's it? Oh, Captain Crunch. I love Captain Crunch.
No thanks.
I probably couldn't eat it now. Probably die of a sugar coma.
I liked Fruit Loops and
Fruit Loops are okay.
I like sugar corn pops and Frosted Flakes.
As I got older, I liked the Raisin Bran Crunch.
You did.
And then the sweetened granolas and stuff like that. Yule Gibbons, the good stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Shannon says it's the fastest I've seen Charlie pass a snack off.
I know.
I was not a fan.
You would like this, Shannon.
I think, I was at Sam's today and I saw this thing in the freezer section. I think next time I'm there, I'm going to pick it up and we're going to try a hot item next time we have Wicked Wine Wednesday. The hot item looked really good and I think you guys might like it. So next time I'm at Sam's, I'm going to pick it up.
I don't know if they still have honeycomb cereal. I remember that.
Oh, they do. They do.
Okay. I was also like Life cereal.
So a scale of 0 to 10 Shayla heads. What do you give this?
I thought we were doing a scale of 5.
Whatever. Scale of 5.
It's like a 4.
I give it a 2.
Oh.
I give it a 2. Yep.
I liked Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks were awesome.
One of my favorite things as I got to be an adult was the shredded mini wheat.
I never cared for that.
Oh, I love shredded mini wheat. Oh my gosh, I could eat that every day.
Oh, Nikki Ann was a Cocoa Puffs girl.
Oh, and anybody else eat Count Chocula? I had a cousin who ate Count Chocula all the time, and it was like not my thing. Not.
And now I like just Honey Nut Cheerios.
I love Honey Nut Cheerios.
I mean,
now
it's amazing how your tastes change over time.
Yeah,
and it's just you don't need the kick like you used to need.
So here's what's funny: like I liked the popcorn, but what did I have? 10 pieces of it. I'm done. That's good. It is really sweet, you guys.
Crunchy rollers, sea salt and caramel, like pressed rice cakes. Ooh, that sounds good.
Interesting.
James. That sounds good.
They just brought what back, Tabitha? The rating on Charlie's face looked like a -2.
Sucked.
I liked it.
For $2, I can let it go.
Tabitha said they just brought something back, but I don't know what it was. What is that, dear? Cinnamon Cheerios. No, but that sounds so good.
It sounds too good. That sounds devilish, Nikki Ann. Sounds devilish.
That sounds fantastic. And I love cereal. It doesn't have, I try to eat things in the morning that are more protein based because they'll last with me longer and I can sit in here, and work. And like today, what was it? 1:30 before we actually ate lunch.
Yeah. Patty's husband is a fan of Count Chocula.
Yeah, I'm not. That wasn't my thing either.
I thought you said Count Chocula.
No, a cousin of mine.
Oh, okay.
Not me. Rice Krispies. I always had to put a ton of sugar on it when I was a kid.
Rice Krispies were like a waste of cereal to me. I mean, because it wouldn't hold the sugar; it just fall off.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, yeah. And then all the
And
sugar would be at the bottom of the bowl.
And I'm like, I'm waiting for the payoff, and I never got anything.
Yeah.
At least with Raisin Bran, you get raisins a little bit.
Yeah.
I used to add my own raisins.
Did you?
Because there were never enough raisins.
My problem was they
Cheap
didn't taste the
bastards.
same as the other raisins. I like
because
were
the other
dried.
raisins have sugar on them.
Well, they were dried
more.
Like, anyway. Okay.
I'd much rather have a muffin than have
we know.
Have cereal.
We know. Okay, so now you really have to take off your glasses because I don't want you to know the things.
All right, here we go.
So we're gonna play a game. How would William answer?
Okay.
Okay.
Part two.
But this is just general life stuff.
Oh shit.
Okay.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. What's a movie that everyone loves that you've either never seen or you hated? Like everyone's seen this movie.
I can't include Ray Fiennes' ass because I can't remember that movie's name.
But not everybody's seen that movie.
She made me watch Ray Fiennes' ass one time.
It's got to be a super popular movie.
Probably The Horse Whisperer.
You saw that?
No, I never saw it because it sucked.
Tell me one that you saw and you hated. Let's put it that way.
Chariots of Fire.
Oh, that was awful.
Oh, you know what else I hated? What was that one with Jack Nicholson on the beach in the Corvette? Deborah Winger and
Terms of Endearment.
Terms of Endearment. Oh God. Jeez.
Your mother loved that movie.
I went on a date with a girl and we sat there and watched that and she fell asleep.
The Notebook. I've never seen it because I know it's sad. Jan, girl, I thought I was the only person in the world who does not like this movie.
I loved Forrest Gump.
I thought I was the
Forrest
only
Gump.
person in the world. The only movie that everybody's seen that I might hate worse
love Forrest
is
Gump.
Titanic.
Titanic
my
sucks.
gosh,
Titanic
I
sucks.
just hated that so much. Oh, I hated that so
Kelly,
much.
I never saw the Brokeback Mountain. I never saw it.
So, Kika, that's interesting because Baby had never seen Edward Scissorhands until recently, and her boyfriend had her watch it as a pre-Halloween thing. She liked it. I've never seen it. Hi, Alicia.
Hey, Alicia.
I really hated Titanic. So like I literally would have gotten up and walked out if I wasn't with somebody else. I would have 100% left. Little floating blue babies.
Okay.
Take your
All right.
Stop. Okay.
I'm not looking. I'm keeping my glasses on. I just won't look.
What's the funniest thing you've ever done when you're drunk? I know.
Yeah, purple stickers.
That was one of them.
What was the other one?
You dunked your head in the pool in January.
That was nothing. I wore purple stickers proudly around my breast throughout Cozumel. So yes, yes. And I received tips and I was thankful for those tips.
Yeah,
so.
He's walking around with 2 little purple smiley stickers through Cozumel after a whole lot of tequila.
I mean, a whole lot. Carl and I were feeling no pain. I don't know how I got through.
Your semi-sober wife, that's how.
Got me through the port to get to the boat.
Your semi-sober wife.
Humped up.
Stacy and I were like, oh, Lord.
And the whole cab ride back, I was like, please don't kidnap me. Please don't kidnap me.
And I'm just like, would you shut up? Would you actually shut up right now?
Such an ass.
Oh my gosh. You actually were. So that was crazy. The cinnamon whiskey incident was...
Cinnamon whiskey was not a fun one. I did not get drunk on that. I just got sick on that. And
you got drunk and then you got sick. That was one of the I dunked my head in the pool.
Yeah. I was like, we're laying on the floor and Carl and I grabbed his hand. I said, you never call, you asshole. You never call.
It was the funniest thing.
We were both drunk as skunks.
So drunk and it devolved into, I love you, man.
Was it my 50th birthday or 45th?
No, it was just so, it was.
No, it was a birthday party and we had a bunch of people over.
No.
And he and I were drunk as skunks before we got our new floor.
No.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was
It was.
right before Thanksgiving or right before Christmas.
Believe me, I was laying on the floor. I remember.
I remember because I was sober. It was right before Christmas.
Okay.
You guys were crazy.
Next question, Shayla Black.
Next question.
Not
okay.
looking. Not looking.
Okay. Fictional character you'd like to sit next to on a long flight. And it doesn't have to be from a book, like a movie, a TV show, any fictional character. If you could sit next to them on a long flight and pick their brain.
Who do you think I'd pick?
I don't know. Tell me.
Harley Quinn.
Oh my God. There's not much to pick her brain.
I don't need to pick her brain.
Well, that's all you can do is pick her brain because your wife said.
Oh, so it has to be a fictional character. I want to pick their brain.
Yes.
I thought you meant link their brain. Let's see.
No.
A fictional character.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Probably Mr. Spock.
Oh, interesting.
That would have been a fascinating conversation.
Yeah.
Would have been a fascinating. Nikki Ann, you're right. Farrah Fawcett. Yeah, I don't think that would be picking the brain. That'd be trying to hit
Andy
on.
Griffith.
Yeah, you know what? But I'm glad I never met the man because that's all you don't.
Yeah,
you don't meet.
Sometimes you don't want to meet your
people,
heroes.
Because it's not fair to them, not fair to you. And all the questions I'd have would be the stupid questions, right? With Mr. Spock, at least I could get ethereal, I could get deep, and ask questions. So.
Mr. Who or Doctor Who, Shan?
Doctor Who.
There's so many, I know, right? I think so.
Jan, you're right.
Paul Lynde, but he's not a fictional character.
Yeah, but his character kind of was who he played. But Paul Lynde could be a jerk too.
I'm sure
he could be a real jerk.
Sherlock Holmes.
But
that
it'd been
would be
awesome
interesting.
Starsky and or Hutch. That's right, Nikki Ann. Eve says I can see him chatting with Otis. Yes, we'd be good buddies, Otis and I. You know Otis from the Andy Griffith Show?
Oh,
the drunk.
Okay.
Town drunk.
Yeah. Okay.
With a heart of gold.
Okay, perfect. All right, look away.
Okay.
Look away. You're not looking away. There you go.
Not
okay.
looking.
How would you propose to survive the zombie apocalypse? Top 3 things.
Okay. And I'm just going to be deep on this one, all right?
Okay.
Ammo. High ground. Tripwires. There you go.
Okay.
All right. I feel confident in that.
Okay. Perfect. But how are we getting food into this joint?
Well, you talk about surviving. I just want to kill the sons of bitches. Oh, flamethrower. That's a good call. And apparently they're legal. Elon sells them. So, I hear that's a legal thing. So I would love to have one.
I like Eve's.
Oh, Eve, that's a given. I didn't think I had to say that. Jeez. Barbecued Shannon. That makes perfect sense. Organize the zombies into a burlesque show, Jan says.
There you go. Perfect.
Oh my God. It was a burlesque show, Jan, of girls in green. I was like, told Shannon, I said, that's my kind of show. I would love to see that.
He likes him a good green girl,
I like
guess.
the wild girl. He would hide behind Shannon, lock myself in a Walmart safe for a long time. Says, Charlie's not worried about getting laid as long as he gets tripwires. That's right. I got my priorities, Shannon.
That's right.
Depends on the moment, though. I mean, come on.
Okay, I think this is the last one.
All right, not looking.
Yeah. Would you rather? Now, this is back in the day, obviously, when you were still having a corporate job.
Would I rather? I disqualify myself because I had them both.
No. You're going to be horrified when I finish this question.
Okay, go ahead.
Would you rather have sexted your boss?
I had a lot of female bosses, so go ahead.
Or your mother?
Oh, shit.
Accidentally.
Boss.
How do you explain that to your mother?
Yeah, exactly. I won't. So no, I would. Mom would say, "What is this?" I said, "Someone hacked you, honey. They hacked my phone. Just ignore it." But no, it'd be boss. Definitely the boss.
Okay, it'd be the boss.
Nikki Ann says boss as well.
Probably so. You had a bunch of female bosses. I had a bunch of male bosses because every time I had female bosses, we had personality conflicts.
Yeah, Shannon, no, you have suffered plenty. I will not be sexting you. No dick pics around here. So that's not happening. That is not happening. Well, what is it with guys that want to do dick pics? What is it?
I don't know.
What is it?
There's nothing I want less from a dude, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That is not the way to a woman's heart. I don't understand that. Here, let me send you a picture of my. No, it's not gonna
Mike
happen.
Johnson, hold still. I don't get it.
Kika says boss as well.
Yeah.
Gene Singer says you are his boss. LOL.
I don't know. Some days I think he's not clear on that.
I
Some days I like to go in there and be like, hey, you need to do the things. And he looks at me like, sure, let me get right on
I don't
that.
think I ever sent you a dick pic, did I?
No, I have this funny thing too. Like
micro dicks.
At the time that, you know, this will sound crazy, but of course, if you didn't grow up with a cell phone, you don't think about things like that. And about the time I really got one that took pictures and all that, I was already married and had a baby and whatever. And then I was like, when I realized that people were saving nudes of themselves or sending them to people, I was like, do you know, especially celebrities, like, so now you've sent nude pictures to your now ex, who's now shared them with the world. Like, good decision making. Like, so that was one thing, like I browbeat into baby, don't you ever send nude pictures to everybody, ever.
Well, let's just be clear. I'm not going to judge someone for sending nude pics because that's their business.
I'm just weird about that.
It's
like
their business.
It's in the cloud someplace. Somebody could come get that.
It's their business, and that's great. You know, just don't share it with the world. Be careful.
Well, be careful who you share that junk with. So yeah.
Tabitha, or Tracy said, what was it? My answer would be, where is it to a dick pic? That's great, Tracy.
I actually have a friend who has another social media account that's like a personal one. She's an author, but she has a personal social media account. And for some reason, she just attracts all the crazies. And she did get one from somebody who like tried to be like, hey, baby, I could be your sugar daddy, whatever. And she was like, listen, I'm already married. And that thing you sent me, like, I hope that's the warm-up act because I have a much better one at home.
Why does guys think that's going to get them? No, they might get them somewhere sometimes with some people.
Yeah.
But I don't think that I would not be willing to try it if I were single. I don't think that's.
And I don't understand. Like, are you trying to show me that you manscape? Like, I'm super confused. But speaking of which, I was watching. This is hysterical. I was watching a YouTube video yesterday, like late last night, and there's a guy that I watch periodically who does a lot of gaming content.
Yeah.
So and a lot of these YouTubers, you know, if you watch YouTube, they have these sponsors, and so they talk through whatever product. Like Professor of Rock always has a glasses company. If you like music as much as I do, I've started watching Professor of Rock. He's interesting. And he always has like this sponsor that's his glasses company or whatever. Anyway, this gamer dude, he has a sponsor that's like manscaping.com. They have these kits just for manscaping. It was like a razor thing. But the funniest thing was you have like a spray that's ball deodorant. I was like, I've never heard of this in my life. They called it something, and I wish I could remember what it was, but I was like, this is some funny shit.
Here's an idea. You don't need ball deodorant. Just clean yourself, asshole. It's not that hard.
It was ball deodorant. There was no other way to put it. I was like, wow.
Do you guys have any idea how many emails I get every day asking to advertise on our page? And a lot of times it's porn that wants to use our page to launch other things, and we're never going to do that. We're never going to sell out like that. But boy, they are offering big bucks to do that stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, no, that's okay. Just don't want to. Not worth it.
No. But I thought it was just so hysterical. There was like, it was like, and the way he phrased it was like, you know, if you're going to get some last minute action and you just don't have time to like do the whole thing, like, you know, a few sprays, just lift the boys up. And I'm just like, oh my God. It was just the funniest thing.
I have a cleanliness thing.
Okay. You have to tell us, does he like it? Nicole, does he like it? I mean, I'm dying to know. It was all like really pretty packaged.
What, the manscaping?
Yeah, it was a whole kit.
Okay.
And it came with like clippers and I mean like a ball soap. It was supposed to be extra, and then like a pair of boxer briefs that were like breathable, made out of some, like, it was a whole thing. I'm telling you, this kit was like, it was a thing.
Okay. So let's have a serious conversation here. Manscaping is a very important thing. You don't want the jungle. I'm just telling you now, women don't want the jungle. They like it neat and trimmed, not shorn, not a shorn scrotum. You want to have it neat and trim, tight, and tight and trim. And I think Shayla can attest to that. Wouldn't you agree, Shayla?
I'm going to get you this manscaping kit for Christmas.
I don't need it. I take care of myself.
Ball deodorant. I mean, who doesn't want that?
I could go so many places with that, but I'm not going to.
Here you go. Ball separating undies are great, according to your hubby. I have heard about that. And I was like, I don't. Okay.
Nicole's right. Nice and soft and clean and smells good. It's not that hard. And Tabitha's right. Low and tight. Yeah. Just keep it mowed. Just keep it down. Keep the weeds down. Don't let anything get out of the way.
Eve, exactly. Oh my gosh.
Shannon says we like to control our own jungle, never mind
someone else's. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical.
That would be an amazing live.
That would be. Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyway, I don't know how we went from more than desire you to ball deodorant, but here we are. Yay.
Facebook user, manage the bush so the stick is fresh.
Oh, that's funny.
And the girls can use it too, Nicole says.
I know. Well, I guess that makes sense because, under here you get sweaty and
Eve says, welcome to the jungle. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
You don't want to go on a safari. You don't want to go.
It's an adventure.
You don't want to go deep down the Amazon where you're having to hack along the way. You want some targeted.
Poor Fong. She's like, la, 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 la.
Oh, Fong. I apologize.
She's so sweet. She's so
Fong,
sweet.
I apologize for Shayla Black. She's going blue tonight, and it's not good.
Because it's all me all the time.
All you all the time.
Me, all the time.
Manuscape Monday with William. Manscape Monday with William. I love that.
Sure.
Yeah, I come on and go, well, hi, ladies. Today we're going to use a new technique. We're going to go down and up. Down.
No. My favorite is you need to do like designs or something.
We're going to make a beautiful dinosaur today. So here we go.
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Eve says Charlie breaks out the chainsaw. Yeah, a real man needs a chainsaw.
Oh my gosh. Are you
cut
listening?
Through the forest?
Are you listening to you? I'm afraid.
Just don't get too close.
Oh my gosh.
Ow.
Yeah. For sure.
It's not
Ow.
Good. It's not good. Shannon says we're going with the number 2 blade today. We're going with the straight edge razor today.
Oh my gosh. That's also slightly terrifying.
Manscape and Mansplaining Monday with William, Tracy says.
Yes. The crop. Oh my gosh.
The crop cleanser.
Oh my gosh. This is hysterical.
Nikki Ann says, is that anything like Happy Trees? I don't know. It's called pruning, Nikki Ann. So it's in the family. We have gone off the rails tonight, Shayla Black. I, of course, blame Shannon.
Oh,
and you.
No.
Not necessarily in that order.
Uh-huh.
Bad influences.
Yeah, I'm sitting with you.
Well, you're the one with the inappropriate questions.
I was watching about video games. Thank you. He brought it up. All right. I'm just saying. I passed it on.
All right. Say goodnight, Shayla Black.
Good night, Shayla
I think
Black.
We've kept these lovely people.
I know.
Long enough. Hey, we went a little long, guys. I hope you enjoyed it tonight. We missed you guys we saw you last week, but we missed you when we were in Vegas.
But I was not myself last week because all I could think about was my throbbing toe.
She was woeful last week, so she was looking forward to this
week.
Which
I'm sorry because it was Halloween and I felt horrible, but I could hardly get around. It was extremely frustrating.
Fong says, must be all the man from down under. Yeah. Oh, Nicole, I didn't know they had a ball toner.
Don't forget.
I thought that was that special exercise to tone your balls. It's like a mini Kegel, but for men, right?
No, it's like it's application based. Yeah.
Well, Shannon, at least you know your role. I'm just saying, sweetheart. You're the lamb.
She's like,
You're
you can't
just
pay
the-
me enough for this
You're
shit.
the lamb in the kitchen. That's what it is.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I guess bless you, gluttons for punishment. I guess we are going to say goodnight for now.
So we have plans, guys, for Thanksgiving live. It's going to be
We
Wednesday
do?
night, because we've got all the family coming in.
Yeah.
Travis is going to be joining us. We may not be able to do a live from the kitchen because so many people are here.
We're gonna have like 11
so
people
we will
here.
punt that to probably Christmas.
Yes.
And do something
when
from
we'll
the kitchen.
just have Gigi here.
But when we have Travis and the whole family here, we'll have a few people coming in and out from the broadcast. But we will be going live the day before Thanksgiving. Typically, we don't do that because I know everyone's busy with family and stuff. But we're gonna try and keep it to an hour. But if everybody can join us, or if you guys can join us, that would be great.
You know what? I'm gonna say really genuinely this time, like, bring a cocktail. We'll just have fun. We'll just have some laughs and talk about what we're thankful for, because there's a lot of things. You can always find something to bitch about, but let's talk about something that makes us happy.
I can bitch all day about Planet Hollywood, but you know what? I'm thankful for you guys. How does that sound? Was that pretty good? Yeah, that was pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I am thankful for you guys.
We are
thankful for you.
I'm always thankful for you.
And,
well, mostly.
And Shannon.
And Shannon. Always Shannon.
And Shannon.
So thank you guys for coming to spend the evening with us, and have a great weekend. And we will see you next Wednesday.
We'll be here next Wednesday.
We will.
All right, cool. Love you guys.
Love you guys.